Good day, fellow friends out in the world. Today is day 21 in a row of exercising. I'm gonna have to watch my step here today. Day 21 in a row of exercising and fasting each day, and turning into keto with my fasting. And yeah, I have some amazing things to share today. I've been super excited to share it. And if you're new watching, welcome to my transformation and my journey. And whatever platform you're on, you know, if you're a fellow person who has been following and supporting me, thank you. Blessings to you for the support as you help me continue to push forward each day and to find that drive. More so to amplify the drive I have. And if you're not doing much, I invite you, if you want to come join me for a walk today, you're more than welcome. And for the newcomers, if you're new to my video, I am someone who was 400 pounds once before, my early 20s, became a bodybuilder, lost the weight actually first in a year, and became a bodybuilder for 18 years, being lean at 280, 6'6", and I helped hundreds of people with transformation of their body. Had a near death back in 2018, changed my life, and then I was diagnosed with severe lung disease with only 30% muscle use of my lungs to breathe 3.5 years ago, and I am pushing through it. My videos are to inspire that you too can push through any of your challenges that you might be dealing with in your life. So, two things I'm going to share on today that aligned with me on sharing is the first one is being humble, learning to be humble in my life and the experiences that shaped me into that. And then also the gift that I was given yesterday, and it makes me laugh, and I'm excited to share it with you. So, day 21 today. I will weigh myself tomorrow with my weigh-in. It is definitely colder today with the wind I'm feeling. And you know, in previous videos, I was looking forward to it. We only had 1 day or 2 days of cold weather, and it was warming up. That was it. Well, I live in Alberta, Canada. And in Alberta, weather can change like you wouldn't believe. And here we are, minus 17 right now with the wind apparently. And yeah, so I do have to watch my stepping because we had a bit of snow, and if there's any ice, well, I might be slipping. So sharing, you know, with where I'm at with my fasting. Did 20 hours yesterday. Had my 2 meals that were keto. Feel fantastic and really excited to see after, you know, the 69 hours of fasting on what my weight will be tomorrow. And again, it's about not having expectations. It's doing the best we can each day, and I'm doing the best I can with what's in my control. And that is for fasting and pushing myself for a walk. That led into 2 walks, you know, over the last 3 weeks of going around, lapping around 2 laps. So very happy with that. The fatigueness that I feel each day, it's still there. It's I'm being drained energetically, and then I feel that throughout my day. So I'm working on that as well in a different area of my life to release that from me. So being humble in my life, and how do I start this today? Being humble in my life. Okay, so yeah, I talked about it in previous videos before, and you know, I helping people with fitness. I used to make a couple $1,000s every month, you know, for almost 18 years, so the whole time. And I always had cash, I always had money. Never had to worry about it. And could do whatever I want, whenever I wanted, with that extra side cash that I made helping people. transform their physical body. And since 3.5 years ago, and you know, I have helped a couple hundred people around the world with since my near death, and healing my own inner traumas and seeing the uprising from what happens when we do that. I was giving it back to people, and I was making more, you know, side income again, so I had a bit of money, even though I was collecting under $1,000 a month I've been living off of, right? So I haven't been able to work with anyone really in the last year, and I've really had to humble myself. And I understand with great compassion and empathy now what people go through as I'm living through the experience myself of not having much, just getting by. And, you know, in the last bit, I had to humble myself and even go to the food bank because I was just having a really hard time financially. And even, you know, going to the food bank, when I rise up in my life from the financial part, you know, and having these experiences and understanding the importance of what the food bank does for people, you know, who are in need during times, I will definitely be giving back in that area. Holy, yeah, the super icy here. You can't even see because of fresh snow. I'm gonna walk on the road actually. So yeah, this last year, really having to humble myself. And you know, when I went to, hey, good day. Thanks for doing what you do, sir. And there's a postal man. So having to humble myself and going to the food bank was a big thing, and afraid to see someone you might know, a fear of having that. And the gratitude they have, and workers that are there are so grateful to be a part of giving to people who are struggling and can't meet their ends, or what is it? How does it go? Not able to meet their ends or whatever, I don't know. So I actually bumped into a person who works there, or who is volunteering their time, and at first you're like, oh shoot, I don't want anyone seeing me coming here, you know. And then he was actually a very spiritual man I knew from bodybuilding at the gym, and it was very delightful for us to see each other, even though he knew me jacked in shape. You know, now I started, you know, being 383 when I seen him, of just being obese basically. And you feel the joy, and you start becoming humble in your life through these experiences that we go through of those challenging times for ourselves. And I guess the message for that, for myself, and humbling ourselves, is really coming down to having the empathy as we live through our own personal experiences to understand what other people are going through of hard times, and the importance of really giving back, I guess, for those who have had hard times, or those who haven't either, but those who have, we truly understand, you know, the low points of our lives when we have to reach out. So that is that. And now on to my story, because I only have 5.5 minutes to share it. So moving forward, as this is aligning to my story as well of what happened, as again, the last year has been really hard. I had $200 come to me at one point, I forget how, about 1.5 years ago, and I didn't have a cell phone. It was an old phone from 2015, and it was just an old phone, and I finally got $200, and I went and I bought a newer phone, but I ended up washing it in the washer, and I ruined that phone. And I'm like, God, why? Like, why did I have to lose that phone and go back to the older phone? So anyways, that phone, I dropped it, and for the last half year, half the screen, it flickers on half the screen sometimes. And you know, it's getting worse. So I gotta really watch my steps there. It's getting worse. So anyways, I said 2 days ago, and through my work and connection into the light, I said, God, you know, if your energy, can you come into my space? And the energy shifts in, and I said, is there anything you can do about my phone? I said, I'm doing these videos every day, pushing myself, and it's so important for me to keep recording myself on how it's helping me, and then in return helping others. And of course, God knows all in the light of that. And so I said, is there anything you can do? Within 30 seconds, I had a thought come to me to turn down the brightness on my phone as it was flickering again. And when I turned down the brightness, it went away. And so I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, thank you. At least I can turn down my brightness when I'm uploading my videos, and it doesn't do it. So yesterday, after recording my video, my phone, half the screen did something it's never done before. And it's like the full screen of my phone. Now the bottom half is the whole full screen duplicated over it. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, these videos are so important for me. They're a part of my journey and recording and sharing. And like, what? I have no money coming to me. I have nothing. I'm like, do I have to humble myself in a space again to just say, you know, if anyone has a phone to donate, I'll be willing to pay. You know, if you have that second or third phone, you just don't use it, you know, and I'll pay for the shipping is basically all I can really afford to do. So that sat with me yesterday for today, but something amazing happened. I got 2.5 minutes left. I went to the laundromat because our washer and dryer, we got new ones put into the house, and they're not installed yet. So I had to go. And when I went into my bank account to take $20 out, I noticed I was like, why do I have all this money in my bank account? Where did this money come from? I have no idea. Did someone randomly, you know, donate money to me through my programs and stuff? And so I came home and I trying to figure it out and because I couldn't get into my bank account. And then I found out when I signed up for my new bank account with CIBC, they told me in 6 months you'll get $500. This is only 5 weeks ago. You'll get $500. Once you complete, when you sign up, they gift you $500, and once you sign up, you have to pay 2 bills, and you have to show that you're getting reoccurring like income. So for me, it's the income support from the government. So I received the $500 like 5 weeks early, and it gets even better. So I'm like, oh my God, I could get like a used phone now. I can get like a better used phone, you know, spend like $300, I was thinking. Someone out there wanting to sell their phone. And there's a person selling a Samsung Ultra 22, which is an $1,800 phone, you know, in 2022. But it's still a $1,200 phone today. And I got it for $400, not even used, still in the box. The person posted it, and now I'm using a very expensive phone, and I got it for $400. But even then, he dropped it to $375 for me. So I only paid $375 at the end of it, and I got a brand new cell phone today, using today in recording, and how it all just unfolded for me by the grace of the light of God in my life. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful today, and I hope you have a great day.